Good morning, class. Today what I'm going to talk to you about is how to edit the background of your Dreamweaver CSS layouts and put a background image that goes on there. One of the most commonly asked questions students are asking me is how to insert an image onto the background of your web page, which is this gray area here, and also make it appear behind the text within the content area. So let me show you how to go ahead and do that. First, I've got my document saved here. Let me make sure I have it. I'm just going to go ahead and save it to my desktop. So I'll save it. I'll just call it, I'm going to call it hoff.html, and the reason is because of what the image I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Firefox, and I'm going to search for images. I'm going to actually look up David Hasselhoff, who is a Baywatch guy, and find an image over here. What I'd like to do is find an image that is 1024 by 768, because that is the big size of images that you need to fill up your entire screen. That's the resolution of our pages. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this in here, and I'm going to actually show you. I'm just going to copy this link in, copy. And I'm going to go back to Dreamweaver, and we know if we want to edit this gray area and put that image in the background, I go down to Page Properties, and then under the Background Image tab, I click Browse. Actually, I don't have to put Browse. I can put in the direct URL, which is I put Control V or Command V if you're on a Mac, and paste it. I'm also going to set this to No Repeat, and then I'm going to hit Apply. And it should take hold there. You'll see that the image is on the back screen. Now if I go ahead and save, and then I take a look at this on the internet here, which will say File, Preview in Browser, we'll preview that in Firefox, you'll see that, oops, it only goes this far. Now I should have probably done a better job of explaining the reason I can't see it through over here excuse me, is because my screen resolution is actually bigger because I'm on a Macintosh, but 1024 will suffice for you guys. Now I want to have it show through here. Remember we talked about editing these areas right here, and if I want to edit the main area content, I highlight and show this red border around here. If I click and select that, you'll see that it highlights everything. And if I go over to my CSS in my panel, if it's not showing, remember you have to click on the little triangle here to show my CSS, and I'm going to click on the little pencil and go up to background, and I have the same exact selection here. I can just put in the URL to that. I'm also going to put no repeat as well and hit apply. Okay, and you'll see that the image goes through. Now if I save that, jump back to my window and refresh, you'll see that it goes through as well. Now it's not lined up, and I'll actually take care of that in just a second here. If I go back, and we also want to make sure the attachment is fixed as well. And save that. Does that help? No. And that's because we also need to change our background image as well to being fixed. Oh, it doesn't have that option, so we actually have to go into the code to do that. So I'll go into the code view, and I'll scroll up here to my body background, and I'm going to say, oh, it's already set on there, background, attachment, fixed. Oh, right here. For my content, I'm going to say background, attachment, and oops, I just want to say fixed. Now if I save that and refresh, it should line up, and you'll see that now it actually lines up and it appears to be going through behind there, but I've actually put the image on two different places. Again, we do the background of the page, we also do the background, go back to my design view, of the area we want here. I can do that for each section if I want. If I want to do it for the gray area, I would click there, same thing, go back here, background, paste in that URL. I want to say no repeat, and I want that attachment to be fixed. Hit apply. Now it goes through. Remember, this is our preview in Dreamweaver, so it won't appear to go through here. But if I go back to my web page and refresh, you'll see that it does, and it still lines up. And you can just continue doing the same thing for each one. Have fun trying that out.